Las otras dos zonas, AZURE Spam y THALDRAZZUS. Las dos primeras zonas están muy bien. O sea, visualmente el nivel artístico que hay es brutal. Es brutal. Es brutal el poder haber creado. Daros cuenta que estas personas son los que han creado, pertenecen al equipo de los creadores y están hablando de su bebé. Entonces, claro, es algo, vamos, el poder hablar de ello con ese orgullo es algo fantástico. Fantástico. Venga, vamos a ver las siguientes dos zonas.
Hello everyone, my name is Kate.
I'm Christy.
I'm Kate.
I'm Sean. We're going to talk today about THALDRAZZUS and the Azure Span. So Azure Span is going to be the third zone that players adventure through.
Tercera zona.
It's one of our biggest zones that we've done in the Dragonflight, maybe even to date.
We knew it was going to be like the largest visual elevation change, and it really started with this great concept art. When we first were taking a look at the design, we kept coming back to one of our favorite Wrath zones, which was Grizzly Hills.
Colinas
And
Pardas.
we really wanted to take that, but wowify it more. And I don't know if you've ever been up to the Bay Area, but in the morning, that coastal fog comes in and dips down into the redwoods and that sun shines through. That's really what we wanted to encapsulate with this forest. And not only we have redwoods, but we've got all different types of trees. Eventually, it'll break open into this wide open tundra that's just golden and red, and you'll reach up to another level of elevation where you get to see the snow. The majority of the zone is covered in snow and ice.
Es una
We have
mezcla entre
giant
Colinas
frozen
Pardas,
waterfalls,
entre
ice rivers as far as the eye
Reposo
can
del Dragón
see. And Sean, I
y
know
entre
in the forest, we
Tundra
can
Bural.
expect our first creatures.
We have a small group that lives there called the Gnolls. These
Los
gnolls are all
Gnolls.
throughout the forest and Azure Span. They've made this their home. Some gnolls with strange magic that we're going to find out what exactly that's about. Snow gnolls, or as I call them, the
Son
snolls.
como llenas, están muy chulos,
in the
Estarían muy
winter
bien como
area,
raza.
Regular gnolls that are just going to be around the forest area. So then we go into the big open tundra where we meet our second group, the
Los
Tuskar.
colmillar.
It's going to be really neat to explore their culture a lot more.
And those kids are adorable. I absolutely love the Tuskar. Honestly, all my downtime's probably just me hanging out with the Tuskar.
So it's been a little while since we've seen them. We remember the Tuskar from Wrath of the
Yeah,
Lich
this
King.
skin.
They're also getting a nice cool upres for their models, along with expanding their culture. So there are going to be male Tuskar, female Tuskar, Tuskar kids. So we're going to fight
muy chulo.
alongside them, which includes help from a certain group of dragons.
Yo creo que lo han preparado también para hacer
We're
este
gonna follow
caso.
the story of Kalagos, our blue dragon buddy from the Kirin Tor, and he's going to be adventuring into Sindragos' archives. It's a giant zone. There's a lot of surprises. When we're done there, we head over to THALDRAZZUS.
THALDRAZZUS.
It's really incredible
THALDRAZZUS.
because you will be going through some of the previous zones and seeing a lot of ruins for the dragon buildings. But when you get to THALDRAZZUS, everything is perfectly intact. It's beautiful. It's pristine. It is the seat of power for all 5 dragonflights and home of the dragons. It feels that way with the huge vertical mountains. We've got these great cave systems where you may end up finding little dragon hordes.
My favorite Dragonflight right now is the Bronze. They've got a really cool area in THALDRAZZUS, and their magic is time. There's so many cool story hooks that we could dig into there. There's so many cool gameplay options.
Hola,
And
Mythology.
a little bit of an adventure for players.
Flipando,
It can be a lot of
mira.
fun. I can't wait.
We really
Mira,
wanted it to
piel
feel
de
like
gallina
the
tengo.
old stomping grounds. One of the
Sí, sí,
really
sí,
cool
he visto
features
todo.
is going to be the main
Esta
city
es
and
la,
dragon.
por lo menos la
It is
décima
the
vez que veo
culmination of
el directo.
all of the dragon's efforts to put
Me encanta,
together
me
what a
encanta.
city would look like. So we ended up having a bunch of really fun small vignettes where you see that the blue dragonflight is hosting a public library, and the red and green dragonflights both have their own separate gardens. We will also
Estamos viendo
have,
las zonas
some
son
convenience
brutales.
services for players, including an auction house in the city, which will be really nice if you're looking for more exotic wares.
Esa será la base, como si fuera
Really
Oribos.
sold me on THALDRAZZUS was the initial concept art we got of Tearhold.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And this is a
Y es que-
10,000-year-old Titan technological marvel. Tearhold has these
No.
awesome aqueducts that
No,
actually
no, no.
come out from the structure all the way to the
Los
city
vuelos,
across the valley. And in
yo
the
creo que lo vamos a
cinematic,
poder
there's
coger en
just
cualquier
this
momento.
amazing
Lo único que sí que
shot
tendremos que
where
aprender
you see
algo
Alex
para poder
Strauss
cogerlos.
swoop under one of them,
Pero de primer momento yo creo que
splash
vamos a poder
water
volar.
cresting across her wings, So when players are flying around themselves, they get to have their Alexstrasza moment. What an incredible place and filled with so much history.
No, porque son muchos
Tierhold was
vuelos.
built by Tyr. He
Son
was a
6, si
Titan
no recuerdo
keeper
mal.
back in the day who helped the Aspects fight Galakrond. And when they settled on the Dragon Isles, he built this facility. And even though Tyr's gone, the dragons have held him in reverence. But that was 10,000 years ago, and they've let the Titans maintain the place. An incredible amount of history has happened since then. Flights have been nearly wiped out. There have been invasions, betrayals, aspects have died.
Ahora el tema de los vuelos lo
And
vamos
these
a
are
ver
the kind
ahora.
of things that leave marks on a society.
Que van a hablar
So
de
now
ello.
they're all back here, and they're all here together.
As we were designing the zone and the city itself, we're trying to figure out, how do we tell those stories at the same time as making sure that this is a really convenient place for players to go and, go shopping.
Sí, sí, la historia,
So much adventuring
o sea, cómo han
happening in Dragon
introducido
Isles.
la
It's so
historia
cool.
de los
As
dragones
a
está
player,
muy bien.
you probably
Muy,
don't
muy bien.
have your own
Tiene pinta de ser una
dragon
expansión brutal,
rings. You are going to learn the art of dragon riding.
It's
Ya ves.
so vertical, and I'm just excited
El
to,
vuelo va a ser
dive
increíble
off the
también.
tops of towers and swoop under things.
It's actually one of the things that we're about to learn about next.
Ya, lo vamos a descubrir ahora.